Hello again. It's me. And guess what? I have a new thriller novel. Captive. Kind of different from the first one, Refuge. Now, this one is a psychological thriller. It's about an author who writes something that makes a lot of people angry at him. They come after him. They threaten him online and in person. They send interesting mail to him. They do all sorts of things. And we watch in a first person narrative, watch the author, Victor Holt, deal with these threats, the mental anguish of being alone and being threatened with death. Now, as we go through his story, I introduce two other characters, as we'd see, his captor, as well as a police detective. But also, there's a couple minor characters, including Steve and Lillian, his next door neighbors, who are trying desperately to get Victor to accept their help in his fight. Victor does not want their help. He's afraid what might happen to them. Well, in one particular evening at Steve and Lillian's, after a very fine and yummy meal, and perhaps too many cocktails, Steve, his neighbor, walks Victor back to the house. Now, Steve apparently had something on his mind. I'll begin on page 233. Steve had the evening's last word when he walked with me back to my house. Don't be too harsh with people in town, Vic. See things from their point of view. They're scared, and legitimately so. It doesn't make them bad people. Just makes them typical people. I hear you, Steve. Do you now? Steve surprised me with that challenge. It must have shown on my face. Look, we'll help defend you, but there's something you and us must keep in mind about our future. We stopped halfway. Okay, Steve, you got something to say. That I do. Steve stood facing me, quietly allowing a long few seconds to pass before speaking. Someday, you'll be at the supermarket in town, and you'll see coming down the aisle a guy with whom you've had words over this book of yours. You'll recognize each other. What then? Do you act decently? Or pick a fight where you left off? Even if you win in court, even if the police arrest the people attacking you, that will not be the end of it. These people will still be here. You know as well as anyone, things are not well in this country. Look at the news. Steve turned away to stare at the seashore. I'd never seen him like this. I knew for certain it wasn't the cocktails talking. He wasn't angry, more pain than anything else. His voice quivered as he continued. All the political violence. We may not be in a civil war, technically at least, but sometimes it seems more like the Troubles in Northern Ireland, back when. Yes, they're scared. You're scared. I'm scared. Still facing the water, Steve put his hand on my shoulder in a fatherly sort of way. You must find a way to reconcile. Truth and reconciliation. Isn't that what the South Africans did after apartheid? We must learn how to live with each other. So, here's how I see it. Victory in this fight of yours is not the destruction of your enemies. Victory, as I see it, is reconciliation with your enemies. I mean, your hero from that book of yours, who was it? The one about World War I, the king? You mean King Albert? Yes, King Albert. What did Albert say at war's end? No victors, no vanquished. Somehow, that's where we need to land if we're ever going to put things back together. Anyway, Vic, I don't know if I've made a damn bit of sense, but try to understand, try to find a way, try to reconcile. Otherwise, we win the war, but lose the peace. Steve tapped me on the shoulder. We shook hands and parted. I watched Steve all the way to make sure that he made it back home before I headed for my door. As he reached the stairs to his door, I yelled out after him, "Hey, Steve, any idea how we do this reconciliation?" "Nope, not a goddamn clue." Captive is about an author who's under threat. And I would say almost every author has wondered from time to time if something like this could happen to them. It could also include anybody who's made a comment on social media or a post that drew attention. Anybody's put the partisan bumper sticker on their car. So it strikes at a deep-seated, though often unstated fear. So here it is once more. Captive. Go ahead, buy the book and get the whole story. Thank you.